like, oh boy, what the hell's 100 grand? Tell him I need more, boy. Okay, tell him I need more. If it's drama or bring problems, don't play around, it's gotta go. Take those problems and that drama out the door like adios. Run it up like dominoes, run it up like cardio. I go cardio on my wrist, Louis on my chip. I go when I pose, cause I don't like take no pics. Yankee on my top, been that since I was a kid. You get dodged out one day if you try living how I live. I do what I want, I get what I want. I've been number one, I get plenty funds. Been on top, who gon' stop me? Caught some wins, now they copy. I'ma need a pinch, feel like I'm dreaming. Only took a wish, now you can't see me. I don't give an inch, I'm steady scheming. Voice in my head, I'm fighting demons, just a fake young old head. Bodie from the block, now it's right rap. Roll the bag, I used to pass a rock. Shoot, I shoot my shot. Shoot, I shoot a lot. I could really say some things, but I don't like to brag a lot. Yeah, I don't really like to brag. I wake up, I brush my teeth, get in that mode to get a bag. Count up when I'm feeling sad, spend it just to get it back. If I'm pop bands, white pop bands, keep popping bands, I do what I want, I get what I want. I've been number one, I get plenty funds. Been on top, who gon' stop me? Caught some wins, now they copy. I do what I want, I get what I want. I've been number one, I get plenty funds. Been on top, who gon' stop me? None of y'all. Caught some wins, now they copy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome. Let me check the audio. Let me check the audio. All right, we're good. We are good. Ooh, my doors. We don't want any bugs coming inside. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 26 of me learning how to vibe code. We are back in action with our Claude tokens, and my Claude usage limits have all reset. My monthly subscription just renewed, so the weekly, everything is fresh, and we're gonna be token maxing. I should have put that in the title. We're gonna definitely be token maxing because we're using the caveman skill, which I just installed 2 days ago, and then yesterday took a break from Claude, tested out GLM 5.2, all thanks to Crypto, who stops by sometimes. He's been in the chat. He gave me the opportunity to test it out yesterday for free. So that was definitely interesting. You can check out yesterday's stream if you weren't here to see how that went. But we are back in action today, and we're going to be continuing to build my Trek journal. I have the poll open again. What's poppin', slime? What's poppin', slime? What up, slime? We're back in action, though. I still have the poll going. Yesterday, it was 51% peak pages, 49% alt to tail, so it was almost 50-50. So I'm just going to keep the poll going until it's more of a clear choice. But yesterday, peak pages won. I'm leaning one way. I don't want to say which way I'm leaning yet. I want to see what you guys think. But yeah, we're back in action today for my Trek journal, which I need to be done by July 3rd. That's when I leave for my trip. I just got an email from my Sherpa yesterday, who's going to be taking me around the Himalayas, and he sent me a whole packing list of a bunch of things that I don't own. So I'm starting to stress out a little bit. Like, I need to get it together. I think I need to start packing this weekend. I think I'm becoming a little bit too type B when it comes to traveling. I used to be a really type A traveler. Now I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna just show up wherever and hope for the best. But for this, I think I need to be a little more prepared. So I have to get that together this weekend. I haven't even opened my new camera that I bought for this trip. I don't know. I'm just busy these days. But let's just take a look at what we have. But first, how's everybody doing today? What's everybody up to? It's Friday. It's a holiday in the United States too, so I don't have work tonight. So that's nice. We'll go until I guess my session limit runs out. I got a little pink drink from 7-Eleven. So I'm good to go. Isn't Altitails the name of an airline? Is it? Oh no, if it is, then we got, okay, you chose the other one. Okay, good to know. Peak pages. All right, let me just refresh my memory of what we have so far, because I don't even know. We're gonna expand this a little bit. So there's a back end. So anybody can just create a username, use the app, and use it for their own unique trip. Hi, Dr. Shiny. I like that name, Dr. Shiny. I need Dr. Shiny in my life. I'm trying to be shiny. Pakistan, yes, I am. In 2 weeks from today, I will be in Pakistan trekking the Himalayas. So this is my third project that I'm building on stream. I wanted to build something that I could use on my trip while I'm there and kind of test it out myself, and any of the hikers that I meet along the way, I can kind of tell them about it. They can download it to their phone, and it's a trek journal, right? So what you're seeing is my actual itinerary. And what you do is you go in to the day and you edit it, right? The date, you label it whatever you want, where you're traveling from, where you're traveling to, what your starting altitude was, what your ending altitude was, the distance you traveled, the hours you traveled, how you felt, what your energy was like, what the weather conditions were. Then you add a photo from that day. This should update the coordinates. Like, so now this should be my current coordinates. This is gonna be the activity from my Apple Watch that I'll have to manually put in because I won't have service. And a journal entry, right? And that could be whatever you want, maybe how your body felt. For me, it's going to be more of a reflection, because when I go on trips like this, it's a lot of time. I get inspired a lot with big trips like this. So I want to really document, how did I feel each day? Did I learn something new? Was I inspired by something for me to look back on? And then, welcome to Pakistan, my home country, though I'm in China now. Oh, what part of China are you in? I'm half Chinese. I was in China last summer. I went to China. If you're new here, my name's Jillian. I didn't even introduce myself. I'm an amateur vibe coder. 26 days ago, I started learning in public. And my passion is travel. I'm a solo traveler, originally from New York City. 2 years ago, I moved to Thailand. So I'm building travel in Thailand apps as a means to learn how to vibe code. And when I moved here, the two biggest things on my bucket list were Pakistan and China. And I went to China last year, so now I'm doing Pakistan. Hey, bestie! Dogs, I love your energy. And when you say that, I feel like I know you. I feel like I actually know you. Beijing for the last 10 years. I was in Beijing. I did Beijing, Zhangjiajie, the Avatar Mountains when I was in Beijing. I obviously did the Great Wall. I went to two ancient towns in that neighbor Zhangjiajie, and then I went to Chongqing. But I have to go back to China because China is massive. You know, there's so much to see. I have a 10-year visa for China though, so I can go in and out of China for 10 years. So I definitely have to come back. I really want to go to the Yunnan province and trek the mountains there. So, and when I make it there, I could hopefully use this app that I'm building as well. China's awesome. China really, really impressed me. Really impressed me. Yeah. So this is what we have. It'll give you a little, this mirrors your Apple Watch. It's mock data. It's not real data. I just played around with it to kind of see what it would look like. At the end of the trip, if you go to the recap section, it will tell you your total distance, total elevation gained, the highest peak, the days on the trail, and it kind of shows you a graph, which I love. Okay, good to know. That's what I was looking at, Dr. Shiny. I was looking, but that's something I have to do a little more research on. I know when you go to that region, you have to travel with, what is it? With the oxygen tank. I see people doing in that, in that area. Then you can share the recap. Draft a blog post. I wonder what this does. Copy to clipboard. Let me open my notes. I don't even know what that does. Let me look. Open my notepad. Okay, it literally just copies everything. Oh, I did play with this before as text. Okay, cool. Must visit. Spend a week there last month. Oh, nice. Adding things to my bucket list. But I'm in Thailand, so China, you know, is right next door. And I have the 10-year visa, so I could be in and out. Then when you go to back up, this is what we're working on. So this is my trip, right? But then you have the option of creating a new trip, right? So actually, one of the next things on my bucket list is doing the mountains of Kyrgyzstan. And you can travel by horse, like horse is your means of transportation. So I'm not sure if that's the next big trip I'm going to do. I just got to get through Pakistan first because it's a big one, and then I'll think of the next adventure. Apparently I'm going to get acclimation alerts, or I don't really know. Oh, I don't know. So yeah, today we're going to work on the back end. I have to set up Supabase, and it's only my second time using Supabase. I did it for my previous project, so it might be a little bit boring, but we're gonna get started on that because from what I heard, that's kind of a lengthy task. Claude was making it seem like I was in a little bit over my head, but last time I set up Supabase, it wasn't that serious. It didn't take me that long. So I don't know. We're gonna see. I am going to be monitoring the usage. I did go down to high. I was using Opus 4.8 on extra. RPI, who's usually in the chat, suggested that I work on high, and I'm using the caveman skill. Let me know if you need any assistance in Pakistan. All right, thank you, Dr. Shiny. Thanks for stopping by. It was nice to meet you. So let's see how far we can get, bumping it down to high and using caveman. I kind of wanted to see it on extra and make the comparison with caveman, but I'm just gonna keep it at high because last week I spent a little bit too much money in extra usage credits, and I have to get this done. If it's not doing what I want, I'll switch it back up to extra. Okay, next phase, 2 Supabase, need project URL. So I have to make the project now on Supabase, right? New project. I don't know the name of this yet, but that's okay. New project. This I think I can show. I can show this on stream, I believe. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this. One second. Yeah, this is only my second time using Supabase. I'm trying to remember. It need the project URL and anonymous key. I'm trying to remember the process so I don't have to ask Claude to talk to me too much. Okay. Do I just search them? Pakistan. Wait. Oh, oops. Only select repositories. Okay, so let me. Where is it? Not that. The Pakistan Truck Journal. Save. Okay, let me reload this. Hi, Waki. You use Supabase. I used it for a previous project. Here it is. So I've used it before, but I've only used it one time. So I'm trying to remember how to set it up. This is the password. All right, I'm just gonna screenshot this. Eventually, hopefully, I just remember what eventually I will remember what the settings should be for all of these things, but I don't know. I'm learning so many things so quickly that I'm just forgetting. Everything has all these settings, so. I'm ready to start phase 2. I'm creating the new project in Supabase. Can you remind me what settings I have to choose here? And especially the region. Because the last one, I remember I made the region the United States because I was anticipating users in the United States and in the West using it more. But I'm going to be using this in Pakistan. But then again, I'm using it offline. Well, online as well. I'm not going to not have service the whole time. Let's see. But it's going to talk to me as a caveman, so. That's going to be a whole nother learning curve for me, trying to decipher this caveman language. So my GitHub repository is there. The project name. the region. Going to clear, not caveman. Okay. So it stopped talking to me as a caveman. Not needed. Project name. Database password. Click generate a password, then save it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember this now. All right, hold on. Let me get my notes. That's like secret info, right? Okay, super base. Okay, that is saved. Region. Change this. Pick the region closest to you where you'll use it the most. What region is Pakistan? Keep on. Either works. So this needs to be turned on. Okay. Go to settings, API, grab the URL. I already linked the GitHub repository though. And I can't unlink it, can I? Okay, already connected the GitHub repository and I cannot deselect it. Is it okay that the repository is selected? In the previous project when we used Supabase, I had the repository connected. I do kind of just want everything connected, but again, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think it's talking like a caveman now. Finish the other settings. Create project, then send project URL and a non-key. Okay, create new project. And now I have to remember where that info is. No thanks. Primary database is in Asia. All right, I'll just leave it in Asia, I think. It's Central Asia that I'm going to. It says, I wonder, can I change that? Can I change that later on? There has to be like some project settings, no? Wait, what is this? Warm project pool? Wait a minute. Something weird is happening. Dashboard. Okay, here it is. Where can I see all my... projects. Oh, project settings. All right, I'm gonna leave it. Okay. Finish other settings. Create project design, project URL. I'm new to Supabase, so I'm kind of confused. Project overview. Where is that? Go to settings API. Okay, there. Settings. API keys. All right, I found it. Grab the project URL. Not the secret key. Hi, Prince. Nice to see you too. Do you know how you can connect Claude to Vercel so he can do the work? So what I did, Prince, was I connected the GitHub repository to Claude Code, and then Claude Code pushes, and then it just automatically deploys to Vercel, because the Vercel project is also connected to the GitHub repository. So that's how I've been working. I think there's two different ways to connect the repository. Okay, publishable key. Where is the project URL? I don't know where any of this stuff is, guys. There was another way to do this. Hold on. Yeah, is there another way? I don't know where any of this stuff is. I don't want to ask Claude because I don't want to use my tokens on that when I've done this before. Publishable key. That's what it wants, right? Or the anonymous public key. Okay, this key is safe to use in a browser. Okay, project URL. I'm still looking for. And then a non-public key is this. I'm trying to find the project URL in Supabase. It's probably in a really obvious place, but this is only the second time I'm doing it, so I don't know why I can't find it. seeing the secret key. Anyone know in Supabase where I can find that? It has to be somewhere obvious. It has to be somewhere obvious. I see the project name. The project URL. The project URL. Where the heck is it? I did this before. Why can't I remember? In Supabase. Project overview. Let me see again. Oh, is this it? Project URL. Got it. Okay. I think this is it. It's called Project Overview tab. Yeah, I found it. It just wasn't what I was expecting the URL to be. I thought it would have had the project name in it. All good. Found it. Hopefully next time I remember. It's weird though. That key. No, that's not the secret key. That's the... Hi, Anthony. That's not the secret key. That's the public key. Or did I do something wrong? Yeah. That's okay, Anthony. Yeah, that's the public key. That's the public key. I'm like super careful about those things. I think I get paranoid and don't even share a lot of my screen on Supabase just because I never know when something that's not supposed to be shared is going to be shared. I know what I cannot share and what has to remain private, but I just am not used to using these platforms, so I'm just extra careful. I'm extra careful with this stuff. But it's weird. There was a public, they call it a public key, and then a publishable key, and they were different. I don't know. Why are there so many keys? How many keys do we need to the damn door? Like, my God. So I did switch from Replit just because I wanted to try something new, and from day one when I started streaming, people were asking me, why aren't you using Vercel? Why aren't you using Claude and Vercel? I've never used it before, you know, so I figured for this project, why not try it? But I still have my Replit subscription, and ever since I started using Claude Code to push into Git, those Replit, like, I use barely any Replit credits. Replit can be really, really expensive, but ever since I started doing it this way, so I wonder, my question is, when is the benefit of using Replit? When is the benefit of using Vercel? I'll see how this project turns out, but the deployment, it just seems to be going the same way. So I don't know. Vercel is way better. So why is it way better? Wait, why is it not talking to me like a caveman? Do I have to reactivate that? I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I wish I could create fun things. Why can't you, Anthony? Replit is more like a prototype beginner's tool. Yeah, Prince, I can see that now. Like, definitely Replit was the first thing that I used, and I didn't even use anything else to build what I did the first time in Replit. So definitely very beginner friendly. But now I think I have more of an understanding, and Vercel's working out nice. So, okay, let's see. What did it want me to do? What's all this? All this. Both. What does it want me to do? Oh, I need the, oh, now I remember this. Let's keep asking you super big. Oh, I gotta go into super base. Not used to it. So I have to go to the super base dashboard, SQL editor. Okay, I remember doing this. New query, paste this, and then run. Okay, that's why it was so long. I think it is talking to me like a caveman still, but okay, do this, and then I run it. Potential issue. Includes destructive operations. It may permanently change or remove data, tables, schemas, and other objects. Run this only if you intend these changes and understand the risks. Yeah, well, run it. There's nothing, I don't have anything in there. I hope I'm okay, guys. I don't have anything in there. So, success, no rows returned. Okay. Okay, expect success, no rows returned. Tables, store. Okay, add env vars to Vercel. So my workload is insane. It's not really work. It's more designing new architecture to help a lot of people. Well, Anthony, that sounds cool. That's cool that you work with designing architecture. And I like that you said your workload is insane, but it's not really work. So that means that you really enjoy what you do, right? That's the goal. That's the goal here in life. Prince said, it's better to connect your Claude directly to Supabase if you press your name in the left corner and connect. Okay. And fix your database. Prince, should I do that now? Is it too late? I forget why in the first project somebody said not to connect it that way. Because now I'm already started. I'm wondering if maybe that's something I do for another project. Well, I don't know. I have no idea. If you press your name in the left corner and connectors, you can connect it. Claude can fix. You can just connect it and Claude can pick it up. Okay, perfect. Hi, Jabba. Thank you. Thank you so much. It needs some time for sure. What do you mean, Waki? Okay, so let me connect it. Why did they suggest, why was it suggested last time to not connect it this way? But that just seems easier. Oh no, I don't want to open a new chat. I don't want to open a new chat. Because the whole plan's in here. All right, let me, the juice is worth the squeeze, so knowledge I'm getting is more enlightening than the workout. That's awesome, Anthony. That's awesome. You're doing meaningful work then. All right, I'll do it. Do not do it on live stream for sure. Okay, fine. So I'll just do it manually. I'm okay with that. And then so I can keep it moving and get this done. And then it's something to look into for the future. But Prince, thank you. Because if I can get that set up for the future, my life might be easier. So, okay. Next is add the env vars to Vercel project settings. Okay, so I have to go to Vercel. Project, so this project, right? Settings. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That was yesterday's. You can also connect Vercel to Claude. You can help these things. Okay. All right, so I'll connect both of those. I'll do it later off stream. Is it okay to do these things mid-project, even if I do it off stream? Just let me know what you guys, let me know if it's okay to do that mid-project. I just don't want to mess anything up. Okay, perfect. So I'll do that later. Thank you guys. Thank you. Making my life easier. I'm using the free version. You can ask me anything, Anthony. You can ask me anything. I have time. I don't have work tonight because it's a holiday in the United States. So, settings, environments. Wait, environment variables? I just have environments. Add both, all environments, so create environment. I do work remotely. I'm a virtual math teacher, but I work in the New York time zone. So in Thailand, that's nighttime. So I do my actual job at night. Yep, it's Juneteenth today in the United States, so there's no school. Settings, environment. I only have environment, so I'm guessing it's environments. And then add both. Hi, Neil. Welcome, welcome. I'm just focused right now. This doesn't look right. I don't see environment variables. I'm only seeing... Oh, right here. I got it. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And then add environment variable, or is it link shared variable? I guess it's add. I guess it's this. And I just put this as the key. Oh, it automatically did that. Do I have to do anything else to it? Just save. Note optional, add another. Oh, I know I need to get that key again. Should I add another or do them separately? I guess I add them both. Okay, where was that? Where was that anonymous key? Damn, this thing is long. Okay. Why? Just like this. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Did it. Both safe to show. Tell me when the SQL ran clean. What does it mean, SQL ran clean? Oh, that's what I did already. Okay. My God. Sorry, guys. Okay, the SQL. Oh, wait, no. What am I saying? Okay, you can move on to the next step. All right. This stuff makes me sweat because I really am unfamiliar with it. So, sorry, guys. Okay, let me look at the chat. Jillian, I'm so sad because after season 4, reset for 2 months and they're going to start again. I'm going to sell shirts. It's disappointing for me because they broke. Oh, sorry, Neil. I know that's the worst when you have to wait. When you have to wait for a show. I know. It's okay. Be patient. Anthony, so a few things I want to ask you. When you're teaching, do you adjust their mental, intellectual? Do you adjust to their mental, intellectual, or character? I do. I do a lot of adjustments. Like I've said before, the profession has really taught me how to be an empathetic person. A lot of them do have mental health issues, but I really do adjust myself. I make sure to communicate with each individual student in a way that's going to make them feel safe to take risks in the classroom, because math really is about taking risks. You have to try some things out, then you have to erase your work and you have to try again. And that's kind of part of the scary part about math for students. So I try to communicate with each of them individually on their level in a way that's going to make them feel safe. Because that's number one thing, is safety and trust. If they don't trust me and they don't feel safe, then they're just going to be closed off and they're going to be unwilling to try anything, unwilling to ask me questions. I know when I was a student, I had severe anxiety. I was a student who sat there dead silent, terrified that a teacher was going to call on me, because I was so scared of I don't know what I was scared of. Thinking now, as the teacher, as this person that I've become, like, what the heck was I so scared of about what people would think about me? But obviously my brain was developing, and I know that these kids are in the same position that I was in. Hi, Private, welcome. It's not a client project. It's a personal project for myself and for anybody else who is taking a big like hiking or trekking trip. I'm trekking the Himalayas of Pakistan in 2 weeks, so I wanted to build something that I can use while I'm there. But that being said, Anthony, I do give them a lot of tough love at the same time. I'm not there to baby them or hold their hand. Sometimes you really do. You have to give them tough love. Sometimes you got to put them in check. But by the time I get to that point, I've already developed a level of trust with them where I feel like they've developed a thick enough skin, I guess, to handle the tough love that I'm giving them, because they know it's coming from love, not from this like teacher power. You know, there are a lot of teachers out there that they just love the power. But I could care less about that. Do we need training to climb the Himalayas? Yeah, you do. I actually got an email from my Sherpa yesterday with like a packing list of a bunch of things that I don't own. And we're 2 weeks out. I'm like, why are you sending me this list now? And ways to train and prepare your body, which I've already been doing, but I'm thinking we're 2 weeks out. What if I wasn't an active person and training wasn't a part of my daily life? You want me to prepare for this in 2 weeks, but you do have to train. Most importantly, you need to make sure you have endurance and stamina for a trip like this. That's good to hear. In what fashion have you dealt with ADHD students or students that may be unaware they have it? I've dealt with students with ADHD in a large capacity. The school that I worked at in Brooklyn, it wasn't a special education school, but I would say at least 50% of the students in that school were special needs and were part of a special education program in the school. And that's very common in New York City public schools. A lot of schools have a large special education program. So I would say a good 50% of my students, yeah. Like 50%, it has to be at least 50% of the students in that school had an IEP. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but it's an individualized education plan. Students have to get like diagnosed and assessed to be eligible for that, and then they get modifications. So whether that be you're in a room with two teachers. So for the classes that I taught with the special education students, it would be me as the main teacher, and then yeah, Anthony, I know that's what they call it. They call it special education. What's another? Yeah, but that is what they call it. They call the programs like a special education program. That is what they call it. I know. I even felt silly saying it just now, but that literally is what it's called. That is so stupid, and like that really is so stupid, but that is what they call it. So basically, those students, they would have me as their main math teacher, but then we would have they call it an ICT teacher or a special education teacher. Their degree is literally special education. That teacher would also be in the room to kind of modify for those students. And then they get accommodations like extra time on tests, or directions and tests read to them, testing in a separate room so they get a quiet environment. What are some other modifications that kids get? Like a whole bunch of different things. It's individualized to them. So there is a lot of support in place for these students. However, sometimes I wonder, because I've worked in the system, sometimes I wonder what are they doing just because it's a box that they have to check off of the list, and how effective are all of these things that they're doing, all of these implementations, exactly, that they're doing. It started to seem like it's just a checklist. Okay, like we have to write their IEP. We have to give them goals. And I would see these people just writing these goals because it's a box that they have to check off. But I'm thinking, is this goal actually realistic for this specific student? And then it's like, okay, you go test in a separate room. What's going on in that room? I don't know. It definitely is effed. It definitely is effed. The education system is broken. It's broken. And it's a big reason why I haven't fully left the profession yet, but I left my safety net, and why I just want to eventually be out of this profession, because I'll tell you a story of what really pushed me out of the United States. But hold on, let me see. I'll tell you. I'm getting carried away because now I'm reminded. For sure. Now I'm reminded of the thing that just set me over the edge and really told me, you have to get out of here. This profession's no longer serving you. Okay, what's next? It's talking to me as a caveman, so shipped. Test live. Backup account, cloud sync. Oh, backup. You go to backup. Account. Cloud sync. Oh, right here. Check email to confirm Superface has. Okay, can I sign up? Account created, check your email to confirm. Ooh, I'm getting a confirmation email from my own app? How cool. Confirm your email address. It says site can't be reached. After login, set username. Okay. What do you mean brand the email? Oh, like the email that's sent to you, right? to make sure that the email is the email that's sent is branded. Good idea, because what I got is this bland ass email. Okay. This is cool though. Yeah, no, it looks really ugly. It looks really ugly. I was like, ugh, this email is just okay. I think I'm good. Tell me when you're logged in and 6. Okay. Should I brand that email now or later? Well, let's do it. I guess let's do it now. Yeah. Well, hold on. I'll ask. Okay, I'm logged in. It looks like my username is saved. One thing I want to point out is that I got the email to confirm my email address, but when I clicked the link, the page that opened, it said this site can't be reached. Also, I want to customize and brand the email that's actually sent to users so it doesn't look ugly. Let me know if that's something you think we should do now or we should do later. Oh, come on. Really? Okay, I logged in and I set the username. One thing I want to point out is that I got the confirmation email, but when you click the confirm email address link, it opens up a page that says this site can't be reached. Also, I want to customize and brand the email that is sent to users so it doesn't look so plain and so ugly. Hey, why is this not working? Hello? Oh my God, I'm doing something wrong. Oh my God, sorry guys. Okay, I was able to log in and I think I saved the username. When I got the confirmation email, the confirm email address link leads me to a page that says this page can't be reached. Also, I want to customize and brand the email so that when users get it, it's not so plain and ugly. Let me know if you think that's something that we should do now or we should do later after we set everything up. Okay. Let me see what Jabber said. Use magic link for the login. What's magic link? So Anthony, if you're still there, thinking about what you said, everyone learns differently at that age. That's what got me thinking. Hey VREC! I'm just using a MacBook Air M4. I definitely need a stronger device. Okay, Anthony, so you're still there. Basically, let me try to make a long story short. When I first started teaching in my early days, I'm a very creative person, and my creativity as a teacher was embraced. Administration and the districts loved that I was creating my own lessons and that I was scaffolding them to reach every different type of learner and customizing it so I could reach how different students learn differently. In my last 2 years of teaching in New York City, the city decided to implement a scripted curriculum, meaning here's the curriculum. Every teacher in the city has to use it, and they have to read the script verbatim. You cannot customize it. You cannot adapt it. You cannot change anything about it to individualize it for your students. And that's when I was kind of like, I gotta go. And I remember one day some higher up came in to observe my class, and I rephrased a question in the script because I asked it the first time and the students didn't understand what I was saying, because this curriculum is so freaking dumb. Like, I can barely understand it. So I asked the question they didn't understand, so I rephrased it, and I got torn a new asshole. Like, this guy went to the principal and it was like, she's not following the curriculum with fidelity. She's not following with fidelity. She's changing the questions around, and that's not what she's supposed to do. And I got in big trouble, and I was thinking, things have really changed around here. You guys used to love how I used to customize things and create things on my own to make sure all my students can learn and to make sure that it's accessible to everybody. And now I paraphrase something because the kids genuinely didn't understand, and you're tearing me a new asshole. And that was kind of the moment where I was like, you know what? I think there's a hidden agenda here, and I don't want any parts of it. How much time is it going to take you to build your app? Any idea? Hopefully just a few more days, VREC. Hopefully just a few more days. It has to be done by July 3rd. That's called doctrinizing students. It's a huge red flag. Yeah. And wait, what else was I going to say about it? I forget. Yeah, but basically that kind of did it for me. I think the hidden agenda, this is just what I think. New York City spent thousands of dollars on this curriculum, and as we implemented it, they saw citywide that the grades were dropping, and they had already invested so much money into it. I think they wanted everybody to follow the script verbatim because I think they wanted the kids to fail at the end of the year to prove that they shouldn't use this curriculum anymore. That's what I think they were doing. I think it became a money thing. They already invested so much money into it, and they were like, okay, if teachers start customizing things and then the kids do better, it's going to make it look like this curriculum actually works when it doesn't. So we have to force teachers to stay with the script, let the students fail so we can prove it doesn't work. And for me, I was just like, that's where I'm out, because I'm in it for the kids. I'm not in it for anything else. So it's messed up, man. The education system is messed up. Magic Link is the link in the email after the sign up, and we'll automatically log into your app. And your AI, know. Okay, thank you, Jabber. I'm gonna tell Claude. That's when someone at a very high position faked it to make it. Yep, exactly. And I was just like, it just became very bureaucratic, and it didn't align with my views, and I was just like, I gotta go. Like, this is no longer it for me. Broken link. Okay. Okay. For now, unblock, pick one. Turn off confirmation. Keep confirmation, fix the link, super base. Wait, Jabber, I have a question, but I guess I'll ask Claude. It will bring it, I see what it's saying. It redirect URLs. Because I'm gonna eventually change this, the domain. Okay, I want to keep the confirmation. The only thing I'm thinking of is that once this is all said and done, I am going to assign a unique subdomain to this website. So will I have to make any changes after I do that? Burning later, Superbase. Confirm username saved. Backup account shows it after reload. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's going on in the chat. VREC, I have the pro plan. I just have the pro plan. Hey Timothy. Yep, back to Claude. It was a cute little detour that we did yesterday. And it was fun. But I got to get back to working on this. And I do think Claude is, I don't think GLM 5.2 is better. It was good. It was definitely good, and it was great on usage, but I don't think it was better. It wasn't bad. Students on super. No, that's okay, Anthony. You using VS Code? No, I'm just using Claude Code. Yesterday, I tested out GLM 5.2 on stream. One place when you assign the subdomain, update Superbase authentic URL, set the site URL. No code changes. Tip. Keep both of our cell app and new subdomain. He meant code editor, not coding aid. Oh. Oh, oops. Sorry, private. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Looks like the username is saved, so you can move on. Code editor. I'm not using a code editor. I don't know how to edit code. That's, I guess, my problem. But what would be the benefit of me using VS Code? Because I'm just using Claude Code. It's pushing it into GitHub. I don't really know real code, so I'm not sure what I can do with a code editor, or is there a benefit to it? Let me know if I should be using it. Claude Code or desktop is enough. It's fine, Claude Code you don't really need, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. If I don't need it, I definitely don't want to use anything that's unnecessary. Because that's what I was kind of doing in the beginning. I was using so many different things that were completely unnecessary. Let's take a look at the usage. I'm scared. What? Already 67%? This is a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. No, I'm using a second monitor. This is a little, I'm surprised by this. I honestly have to say I'm surprised that it's at 67%. When I'm using the caveman skill, and I put my effort down to high. Why, VREC, does it look strange to you using the monitor? 6'7". I didn't even notice that. I didn't notice that. That's hilarious. If you want to ship faster with less bug, get an independent review like Codex, as you don't need to review the code itself. But if you're on a budget. Okay. Thank you, Jabber. You're giving me so many good suggestions today. Pro is not quite enough even for the casual solo developer. Yeah, Timothy, I'm realizing that everything was going good the first 24 days. And I was like, wow, I'm getting so much out of this pro plan. And then come like day 25, shit kind of hit the fan with the usage. I don't know what happened. But I'm still suspicious that something happened with the usage after the whole Fable 5 fiasco. Things just feel a little bit different. All right. Bathroom break. Wait, is he done? Maybe I need to use the caveman. I'm just using the default one. I think there's light. I forget the modes, but basically low, medium, high. Okay, still going. All right, bathroom break, BRB. Back. It really matters when you switch models depending on the task. And this is crucial. I'm using VS Code with Claude. Oh, okay, Waki. That's really interesting. And you're not running out of credits. Lightful Ultra. What am I looking for? Caveman, the good old days when you were living in cave coding, you can. Yeah, that's what I'm using now, but I'm using I think I'm using full, the default one. I want to see if I bump it up a notch, if I go ultra, if it'll save me, how much more it'll save me, but I don't know how do I activate it? Do I just do /ultra? Then I think I really won't know what Claude is talking about. Oh no, approaching session usage. That shouldn't be happening if I'm using this. I feel like that's messed up. Is it really doing that much with the super base setup? Why do I feel like something fishy is going on with the usage? I'm not even kidding. Before Fable 5, I felt like I was getting so much more out of it. I'm a little suspicious. Oh, you can check the stats, caveman stats. Okay. Why do I feel like this is not... Weird. I feel like these responses are not condensed enough. Okay, let me see. Backup renders, no console errors. There were syncing into live verified. Reload. Let me see what private said. I think it's cheaper to run Quen 3 code on a cloud GPU. I have no idea. But now that GLM 5.2 is looking better and better with the usage that we got yesterday. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, super base wants me to go into super base. Table editor. Trips. One row, days 13. Yep. Yep, okay. I get it. Here's my profile. I see my username. Nice. Okay. It's definitely, photos not synced yet. Phase 9 next. Test it. Let me know what you see in Superbase. Tell me to build. Photo sync. Okay. With the 4% I have left. How do I activate the caveman? Let's say I want to go ultra. Do I just do this? Caveman. Ultra? Like this? I needed to use it at all times unless for some reason they need to really explain something to me. Because why do I feel like this is not really compressed? I feel like it's not using it. Right. So here's why I'm confused, Jabber, because I was using it, right? But then when we had to set something up, it told me I'm not using Caveman because I have to explain something to you in full. And then I'm wondering if after that, did it go back to using Caveman? Did I have to activate it again? I just don't know if I did something wrong. Where was it? Over here. Wait, no. See, this is a... Hi, RPI. Thank you. Here it says, this is a security going clear, not Caveman. So then I'm wondering, did it go back to Caveman afterwards? Okay. It's used every execution of good practice if you ask AI to plan it. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, RPI. RPI, the usage credits haven't been good. I went down to high from extra, and I've been using caveman, and I'm already running out. I'm already running out. Look, 100% used. It's over. It's over! I don't get it. Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't last long. Is something going on? Like, I don't want to put blame on somebody else. But before Fable 5, I was getting so much more out of my usage with Opus 4.8 on extra. Now, I bumped it down to high. And I used the caveman skill, and it's going quicker. So I'm really, I don't know. I'm suspicious. Okay, let me think. Let me just take a look and make a game plan of what I have to do to this. Claude's going to have to finish. I don't know what's in the plan for this whole username thing and all of that. If you haven't voted, just vote on the name for the app. Today, Altatails is winning. Yesterday, Peak Pages were winning. I want to make that decision. Yesterday it was like 50-50. I'm pretty sure it's based on model capacity and usage. The caveman also takes a lot of tokens. Well, I thought it was supposed to save me tokens. I believe the caveman has been working based on those barely intelligible messages. But remember, it's just a compression. Your output. It's just saying your output. Right. Okay, RPI. I don't know. I guess I was hoping for a miracle. I don't know. I was hoping for I don't know what I was hoping for. It said it's supposed to save 65% of tokens. I'll continue to play with it. Okay, let me get my notepad open because I'm not sure what Claude's plan is. So this is, I think I know what I want to name it. Okay, so username. Now we have a username, right? So that means when this whole backend is set up, I need to create like a landing page, right? A landing page where somebody actually signs up, because then I don't want them to load the app and you get this. That's my trip, right? So we're gonna need a landing page where user signs up, logs in. New code caveman cannot compress that. Most of that should have been cached. It should have been cached, but who knows? Many users deal with this. Okay, I see what you're saying, RPI. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense, right? You're not going to be able to compress new code, so okay, makes sense. Yes, onboarding page, right? Landing page / onboarding page, where user signs up and logs in. I want to make it so once you log in, you stay logged in. unless you click log out, because it has to be something that works offline. So if if a user gets logged out and then they're in the middle of the Himalayas and they have no service, they won't be able to log in. Make sure user stays logged in unless logging out. So we need log out button. Okay. Then we said we need to customize and brand the confirmation email. Offline. So yeah, so it is supported offline. That was in the initial prompt of building this project, because I knew it was something I needed to be able to use when I don't have service. So it's supported offline already. That was built in from the start. And what else? Yeah, RPI, I'm thinking about getting a max plan, but I'm going to reassess after my trip. There's no point in me getting it right now because I'll be away for half a month. So I just need my monthly subscription just renewed yesterday. So maybe at the end of next month. Max is life. Anthony, which one do you have? Do you have the $100 one or the $200 one? Did you try GLM? I did. I tried GLM 5.2 yesterday. Claude for planning and GLM for... Oh, that's right. I do remember you suggesting that RPI. But then I'm thinking, I liked GLM 5.2 yesterday, but I didn't like it as much as Claude. I feel like I liked it because it was, it worked faster. I feel like it didn't use as many tokens, but I didn't love the output. Just upgraded from the $100 to the $200. It's not so much better in your opinion. Honestly, that's a lot of money for someone who isn't paid to write code. Yeah, RPI, I know. That's why I need to come back and reassess if it's worth it for me, because the thing is, I also do have Claude Cowork running a lot of like personal things for me, which I have started neglecting a little bit ever since I started learning how to vibe code, because I've been trying to save my tokens for this. So I have to come back and reassess things. Maybe bring the effort down even more, but I don't know. Who knows? And then by the time I come back, who even knows? Is there going to be a new model? Is that going to gobble up all my tokens? What's going to be the T on Fable 5 in that time? Who knows? But can't make a decision right now. I have to wait till I get back and see. I work all day, never hit my limits. Okay, nice. Oh, you said it's so much better. It's so much better. You never hit your limits. But I also feel Fable might come out at the end of the month, and when that hits, I'm going to hit limits on purpose. Claude is definitely better, but you can adjust by using a mix of models that gets the most value. Yeah, I'm going to have to start doing that. I'm definitely going to have to start doing that. But damn, I feel like I was working on Opus 4.8 extra for so long and really not hitting my limits. Something changed. Something changed, yo. I know it. Something definitely changed. Because in the beginning stages, the first 2 projects, I really wasn't hitting my limits. Not until I was just about done anyway. Yeah. So, I don't know. My conspiracy theory expands now. Because I do think something funny happened. It's a skill an MCP used recently. Jabber, I just recognized the difference after Fable 5 got suspended. Honestly, I feel like I was getting more usage when I was using Fable 5. I'm not even gonna lie. Or similar usage. Unregulated equals Wild West. I don't know. I think something changed. I really do. I don't think I'm crazy. I feel it. Like, I could feel it. I feel the difference. All right. Anything else I should put in my notes just so I have a game plan, because I got to get this done. We'll do the landing on boarding page. We're make sure the user stays logged in, customize, and brand the confirmation email, app name. Let's decide on the app name. Let me see the poll. 53% Altitails. So at first I had 4 options, right? I had 4 options. It was Altitails, Peak Pages, Elavlog, and Summit Script. I eliminated Elavlog and Summit Script. Now it's Altitails and Peak Pages. Yesterday Peak Pages won. Today Altitails is winning. So that's one day Peak Pages, one day Altitails. What do I do? I have a favorite one. I'm leaning towards one, but I don't want to say it. Okay. And you could change your username? Okay, cool. That's nice. I like that. Some people want to change their username sometimes. You have a glass of wine and look at the ocean. Aw, thanks, Anthony. I don't drink alcohol at all. But I know what you mean. Like, go decompress, enjoy myself. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But I think we're on schedule. I think I have more than enough time to build out everything that I need to. So I'm not pressed. I'm not worried about it. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on day 26 of learning how to vibe code. We're making great progress with this app, and I cannot wait to test it out while I'm in the Himalayas. If I have service, maybe I could figure out how to go live actually using the app that, not just I built, but we're building together, because these are really becoming community projects. And like I always say, I really appreciate all the feedback and suggestions that you guys have been giving me. You guys are my teachers. You guys are my educators. So every day, just thankful for the people who show up here and help me out. I'm learning so much from you guys. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Jabber. Thank you, RPI, for being here. Thank you, Private, for being here. Thank you, VREC, for stopping by. Thank you, Waki. Who else did we have? I know Slime was here. What's poppin', Slime? Thank you, Slime. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first. Thank you, Prince. Thank you, Neil, for stopping by. Dr. Shiny. Where's Duck's Basement? Where's my bestie? Thank you, bestie, for stopping by. And yeah, Anthony, you're making me laugh. I hope you have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you tomorrow for day 27, and we'll keep building this out. See you tomorrow, everyone.